My incredible audience, welcome back. Today we don't toast your victories, we ignite your hunger. This isn't just another tale of triumph or endurance. No, this is a saga of brilliance, rarity, and a world that doesn't deserve your essence. Let's unseal this masterpiece, shall we? You, yes, you, the one they dismissed, underestimated, and ignored. Do you know what makes a masterpiece? Time, pressure, patience. But here's the truth they won't dare to tell you. It's not just about what's inside, it's about the audacity to exist as something unmatched, something unforgettable. And you, my friend, are that audacity. You're the essence they can't duplicate, the rarity that lingers in their minds long after they've tried to erase you. You're the treasure they couldn't afford but desperately desired to possess. But here's the twist. They thought you'd remain hidden, buried in some forgotten cellar of self-doubt. They believed your brilliance would decay into bitterness, that your silence would be drowned out by their noise. How wrong they were. They are the watered-down versions of existence, ordinary, disposable, forgettable. They are the boxed wine of this world, mass-produced and consumed without thought. While they chased fleeting trends and instant gratification, they ignored the art of transformation. When they looked at you, what did they see? A mystery, a closed book. They mocked your stillness, mistaking it for stagnation. They couldn't comprehend the alchemy, the slow, deliberate refinement that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. They discarded you as if you were yesterday's scraps. Oh, the irony. The very hands that dismissed you will soon tremble as they reach for what they can never truly possess. Because here's the truth about rarity, it's not for everyone. You are not a flavor they can acquire with shallow pockets and shallower minds. No, you are the reserve of life's most elite moments. You are the symphony that halts time, the essence that makes the world stop and take notice. Now the moment has arrived. They'll get a taste of you, but not because you offered it. They'll watch as you're poured into the chalice of destiny, while they cling to their disposable cups. And here's the cruel beauty, the memory of you will haunt them. Not with joy, but with torment. Once they've experienced something as rare and exquisite as you, everything else will turn to ash in their mouths. They'll writhe in regret, clawing at the mediocrity they once embraced. They'll try, oh how they'll try to replicate you, to bottle your essence, but they'll fail, because greatness cannot be cloned, and brilliance cannot be mass-produced. While they drown in envy, you'll ascend not out of malice, but because you were destined to rise. So let them taste, let them dream, but never forget you owe them nothing. Their opinions, their applause, their approval, worthless. You weren't crafted to please the crowd, you were born to redefine possibility. Let them yearn for you. Let them stumble in their unworthiness, because you, my dear, are untouchable. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you remain hidden, waiting for discovery, or will you emerge, unshaken, to show the world what it can never fully grasp? The choice is yours. But remember, the finest masterpieces are never shared with the unworthy. And their torment doesn't end with one taste. Their regret will age alongside them, growing more bitter with every passing moment. They'll try to move on, to settle for the bland and forgettable. But every sip of mediocrity will remind them of you, the depth, the fire, the brilliance. You'll haunt their thoughts, lingering on their lips, becoming the ghost they can never escape. Oh, they'll pretend to forget, but deep down they'll know they missed their chance to savor greatness. Meanwhile, you'll rise unstoppable, unapologetic. You won't need to shout or beg for attention. Your presence alone will speak volumes. And yes, they'll hate you for it, not because you've wronged them, but because you dared to exist as something they can never be. Their insults, their accusations of arrogance, nothing more than sour grapes crushed beneath your feet. To be the rarest is to stand alone, beyond their grasp. You will inspire and intimidate, leaving behind admirers and enemies alike. That's the cost of being unforgettable. So here we are at the conclusion of this tale. But is it an end or the start of your awakening? You are the masterpiece, the rarity, the standard they will never match. You don't need their validation. Their approval is fleeting, like bubbles in cheap champagne. But you are timeless. So go ahead. Let them taste. Let them yearn. Let them burn. Then when they're left clutching their empty glasses, desperate for more, you'll know you've already won. Raise your glass not for them, but for yourself. Because today the world drinks to your power. Cheers to eternity. But why stop here? This is not just a moment of triumph, this is your declaration of dominance. The world needs to know that you're not just a rare vintage, you're the pinnacle of existence. The unattainable dream that sets the bar so high, no one can reach it. They will try, oh yes, they will try to imitate, to emulate, to mimic the spark that makes you extraordinary. But how can shadows ever hope to outshine the sun? You are the embodiment of resilience forged through trials they could never endure. While they crumble under the weight of mediocrity, you thrive in the crucible of pressure, emerging sharper, brighter, unbreakable. And now, their envy will not just linger, it will consume them. Every step you take, every success you claim, every ounce of brilliance you exude, it will sear their souls with the realization that they were never even close to your league. Let them talk. Let them whisper their bitter words, their futile justifications. It doesn't matter. Their voices are drowned out by the thunder of your actions. You don't have to answer their doubts, their jealousy, or their scorn. Your existence is the answer. Your rise is the response. And their opinions? Merely noise against the symphony of your success. The beauty of being untouchable is that you don't have to chase, you attract. You don't follow, you lead. And as they scramble to keep up, they'll stumble, trapped in the endless cycle of their inadequacy. While they sink deeper into the quicksand of their own mediocrity, you'll soar, defying limits they didn't even know existed. So I ask you, what now? Will you shrink to make them comfortable? Will you dim your light to let them shine? No, you were never meant to blend in, you were born to stand out, to blind them with the radiance of your authenticity. You are the culmination of dreams they were too afraid to dream, the embodiment of courage they lack, the masterpiece they will never create. And as you rise, remember this, your journey isn't just for you. Every step forward is a beacon for those who dare to follow. You become the proof that greatness is possible, that audacity can triumph over doubt, that the rarest vintage isn't just a fantasy, it's real. It's you. So rise higher, burn brighter, leave them in awe. And when they gaze up at you, lost in a mix of admiration and resentment, let it remind you of one undeniable truth: they never stood a chance. Raise your glass again, not just for what you've achieved, but for what's to come. Because this isn't the end, my extraordinary soul. This is just the beginning of a legacy that will echo through eternity. Cheers to a future only you can create. This continuation intensifies the impact, ensuring the message remains bold, unrelenting, and unforgettable.